everyone, it's Miss Tori Hart and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a get ready with me video for you guys. I hope you like it. It's going to be on this look. We are transitioning into summer right now, so I'm really into orangey and gold tones for the eyes and just glowy skin. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. So first, I'm just going to prep and moisturize my lips with my hemp lip oil. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes. I've already did my eyebrows off camera, so I'm just going to start prepping my eyelids with this NYX eyeshadow base. And this eyeshadow base is also a very inexpensive dupe for the Soft Ochre paint pot from MAC. I think this eyeshadow base was like $6. It was like $5.99 or $6.99, something like that. But it's actually pretty good. And as you can see, I'm just using this flat foundation brush to blend everything out. And now to set the eyeshadow base, I'm just going to be taking this Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Setting Powder. You can really use any translucent powder to set that, but I don't have any, so that's why I'm using that. I finished priming my lids, so now I'm taking my very dirty Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. It's actually not dirty, I just happen to get makeup on literally everything. But anyway, I'm just taking the color Burnt Orange, and I'm going to be using that as a base color. Just putting that all over my crease. I'm going to drag it towards the inner corner because I just want to use it as a transition shade. Also, you guys, I am so sorry that I had the eyeshadow palette in the way as I was doing my eye makeup. I was using it as a mirror, but I didn't realize that you guys wouldn't be able to see me applying the eyeshadow, so I'm really sorry about that. So now I'm taking the color Real Gar, and it's a little bit darker than the Burnt Orange shade. And I'm just going to place that over Burnt Orange just to intensify the color. And I'm not taking it too far into my inner corner or like the middle of my eyelid because I want it to remain on the outside just to intensify that color. Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you embarrassing yourself? Hopefully very soon I will have better lighting and better quality for you guys. I know it's a little hard to see the eyeshadow colors, but I did my best, okay? So now I'm moving on to the next shade. It's going to be the color Red Ochre. I'm just using this detailing brush. I guess that's what it's called. It's a brush that I got from Walmart. It's by e.l.f. I'm just putting Red Ochre right up under Real Gar and a little bit over it just to deepen my outer outer corner just a bit. And I don't want to drag it into my inner corner. I just want it to stay on the outside, like so. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other side now. So now I'm taking this brush that came with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just blending those colors in just to avoid any harsh lines. Now moving on to the next shade. This one is Cypress Umber, and it's just a dark brown, and I'm going to use this to deepen my outer corner as well. I'm going to be using that on top of the red ochre just to give it a little smoke. Just a little smoky smoke. And I'm just using a very, very small detailing brush because I don't want to get this color everywhere. I really just want to focus it on my outer corner um, because that's where I want the smokiness to be. And again, I'm just taking this brush to blend out any harsh lines that I've created with that last color. Now I'm just taking my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray to prep my brush for the last color that I'm going to be using. It's called Primavera, and I'm just going to be putting this on my lids. I sprayed the rose water on the brush because this color looks really good when it's wet. You don't have to use rose water. You can always just use water, but I didn't have any of that, and it was just more convenient for me to use my rose water spray. Okay, so I'm all done with my eyeshadow, and I really wish that I had the proper lighting so that you guys could see it better, but y'all get the gist. Y'all get it. Now, moving on to lashes. These are the Eyelure Definition Lashes in the number 126. And I did them off camera because if I did them on camera, it would take like 2 years. So now I'm just going to be using my Becca Backlight Filtering Primer. This is an illuminating primer, so it's going to give your skin a nice healthy glow. And it does also have a blurring effect. So sometimes I use this primer without my foundation, and it just makes my skin look nice, healthy, and glowy. And I just feel like if I'm going to spend $18 on a primer, I better be able to use it for more than just a primer. So shout out to you, Becca. Today for my foundation, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC47. And the way I like to apply my foundation is just by putting it in different spots all over my face just to avoid using too much. Because in the past, I have used way too much foundation and it will literally melt off of my face. So that's the way I like to do it. And yes, my makeup sponge is dirty, but that's only because I used it the day before. I always wash them every other day. So don't come for me, okay? And now I'm just going to set my foundation with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Press Powder. I just like to put this over my foundation just to keep it in place and keep it matte. Now we are going to highlight. I like to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer. The color that I use is Toffee. This is my favorite concealer, y'all. I've tried so many different ones, but I always find my way back to LA Girl Pro Concealer. I do want to try some more high-end concealers like the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. And there's other ones. But for right now, I'm really rocking with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So as I was highlighting my nose, I noticed that my nose looked a little crooked and it was really throwing me off. But I'm just going to be taking this sponge. This one's dirty too. Don't judge me. I'm just blending out my under eye highlight and it is damp. I don't know how people use dry sponges to blend, but whatever. So here I'm just continuously blending, 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 blending. I take as much time as possible because I don't want any harsh lines. I just want to make sure everything is well blended and it looks seamless so that nobody can come for me in my highlight. Okay, so after 5 hours of blending, I'm just gonna take this NYX Bright Idea. It says illuminating stick, but I just like to use it as a bronzer or like I'm using it as a contour today. And I'm probably using a little bit too much, but it's all right because we're going to blend it out and it's going to look just fine. And just in case you guys are wondering, that dark mark on the left side of my forehead is actually my birthmark. So yeah, FYI. So now that I've finished contouring my nose, I'm just going to move on and start to blend it in. And I'm just using just a regular cosmetic sponge here just for easier access around my nose so that it doesn't mess up any other areas. Now I'm just taking my Real Techniques contour brush and I'm just blending out that contour. I'm trying to create more of a shadow and not such a drag high cheekbone contour look. Okay, and just to be 100% sure that everything is blended and seamless, I'm just going over it with this beauty blender or beauty sponge. So now I'm all ready to set my highlighted areas. I'm using the Kat Von D Under Eye Brightening Powder in the color Golden. I did buy this powder from Sephora. I believe that's the only place that you can purchase Kat Von D's makeup. But I really like this powder, and I prefer not to bake with it. So I don't pack on a lot. I just dab it in my highlighted areas, and I kind of blend it in a little bit, and then I let it sit for a few minutes, not 10 minutes, not anything longer than that. I just use that to set it. So while I let that set for a few minutes, I'm just going to take this Black Radiance palette. It's a contour palette, and I'm going to use that brown shade to set my nose contour and my cheek contour. So now I'm just getting ready to dust off my under eye highlight and my other highlighted areas. I like to first dip my brush into my Maybelline Matte Poreless setting powder just to keep my skin from looking ashy after I dust that off. All right, y'all, we are almost finished. I am about to be taking my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Just going to spray it all over my face to keep my skin from looking powdery. I still want it to look like skin, so that's why I like to use that. Now I'm taking my NYX High Definition Blush. I think it's in the color Bronzed. I really like that color on me, so I'm just going to be applying that to the cheeks. And now we're going to be moving on to my highlight. I like to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Global Glow. You guys, this is one of my favorite highlighters. And I'm just going to be spraying my rosewater spray on my brush just to give it an even brighter glow. And unfortunately, because of the lighting, you can't really see the highlight at its full potential, but just know it is popping. Now moving on to the lips. This is my favorite lip pencil from NYX. It is in the color Espresso. I love brown lip liners because they make my lips look a lot fuller and they just look really good on brown skin. I'm not gonna lie. And this NYX Butter Lip Gloss is also one of my favorites. It's in the color Praline. And I promise you guys will be seeing this a lot because I just love brown lip colors. And this is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you all like this video and you want to see more from me, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll definitely get back to y'all. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. That's all from me, guys. I love y'all, and I will see you soon.